Nick Foles could have been a potential candidate to play quarterback for the New England Patriots. Bill Belichick saw up close a couple of years ago what Foles can do. But we don't know what the Patriots are doing at the quarterback position other than not bringing back Tom Brady. There's a thought that maybe they're going to go with Jarrett Stidham, second-year guy. Hey, it worked with a second-year guy in 2001 after Drew Bledsoe got blown up on the sidelines by Mo Lewis. But, Chris, what do we think the Patriots will ultimately do? Do you think they'll be in the market now for Andy Dalton? Peter King mentioned Dalton to the Patriots so many times in the past couple of months, it makes me think he knows something. He says he doesn't, which is part of the ruse, right? That's part of the setup. No, I don't know anything. Yeah, Andy Dalton to the Patriots, I think, would be a possibility, but he's going to want to be paid.
Yeah.
I just wonder whether or not Bill Belichick sees this as a chance to reset the clock to the days of having not much money invested in the quarterback position.
Reset the clock. He's got a lot of draft picks here. They're going to reset the team a little bit. Not that they're tanking or rebuilding, but he's kind of refocusing the nucleus of this team and building, not from scratch, but building something new here. Mike, I don't think they're going to make any play for Andy Dalton or anything like that. I just don't see them trading away draft picks or paying him extra money like that. The sense I get, I know I've told you this during the season and when we got into some of the Brady could leave talk, that Jarrett Stidham's loved up there. They think the world of him. They think he can be the next guy. And I think really what they'll do right now is they're going to stand pat. And I think ultimately they're going to bring in, a veteran backup. Maybe does a Brian Hoyer, maybe Jacoby Brissett comes back into town, to be the backup. Somebody like that, though, that they feel like, okay, we got a little familiarity. If we got to throw this guy in there, that's great. But I don't think they're going to bring anybody in to challenge Stidham as the starter. I really think, as all things and signs point right now, that they're going to go with him this year. And that would be the ultimate Bill Belichick thing to do anyways. So that's right up his alley. So I'm not shocked by that.
And you wonder what the expectations will be for the Patriots. Already we've seen the odds plummet or grow, whichever is the right direction. But the Buccaneers regarded as a better proposition than the Patriots at this point to get to the Super Bowl, which isn't surprising because all the Patriots have done in free agency is lose guys, right? I mean, one or two like random guys have come in, but some recognizable names are fleeing for other outposts of the Patriot way, whether it's Detroit, the Giants, or the Dolphins. I mean, the Dolphins have snagged multiple former Patriots, and this is just strange to see where this is going to go for the Patriots in 2020. And this will be the ultimate test. I guess if Bill Belichick has to prove he can do it without Tom Brady, he's going to tear the whole thing down, so it's even more impressive if he's able to get it done with unproven players.
Yeah, well, I think he's playing the long play. He's not going like, oh, we're going to try to do it all for this year's team, and I'm going to prove everybody wrong right here in 2020 that I can do it without Tom Brady. No, I think he's starting to try to build, his next phase of a dynasty. And it might take a year or two. Maybe they miss the playoffs. I think they're still going to be highly competitive. Listen, I'm not sitting here going, oh, man, they've lost some players here where it's over for them. They're really screwed. Hey, New England, yeah, we got questions about the quarterback position. There's still things to like about the offense. Do they need to improve the O-line and things like that? Yes. But damn, let's not forget. That's the best that was one of the best defenses we've seen in a long time last year. We can't forget that aspect of it, where it's maybe the best corner duo in football, one of the best pass defenses we ever saw in the history of football. To where I still think they're going to be able to rely on them and not have to rely on a guy like Stidham to score 30 points on a week in, week out basis. They'll be a defensive football team. They'll play smart. They'll manage the offense, and they'll try to win 20 to 17 games, kind of like they did this year.
Yeah, and look, we know that Bill Belichick is the master at coming up with game plans and teaching it to his guys, and they don't have to be great players if Bill Belichick puts them in the right place and they can be trusted to do their job. So this is going to be one hell of a chemistry experiment in New England this year to see how the post-Tom Brady Patriots fare. And if they really do rip it down, there's going to be no expectations. The narrative is going to be, hell, this team's not going to the playoffs. So if they just get to the playoffs, it's going to be viewed as Coach of the Year type performance by Bill Belichick, Chris.
Yeah, no, it will. And I would not be shocked if they ended up in the playoffs. I am never going to count the New England Patriots out. I know Tom Brady's not there, and that's a little scary, but still, Let's not forget, this is a team that went 14-6 without Tom Brady when he didn't play. And one of those losses was with a third-string quarterback, a third-stringer. They went 11-5 with a guy who didn't even play college football. I mean, that to me is still astounding. And I know that was a really good team around them, but, yeah, I do not expect the New England Patriots to fall off earth. Am I picking them to win the AFC East? I don't know about that. But I think they're going to be highly competitive. Most likely I am, yes.
Yeah, and I think I will too. With Stephon Diggs and with the continued growth and development of Josh Allen and that defense under Sean McDermott, I think I'm going to take the Bills.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.